Good morning, everybody, and welcome in to the Dolphin Resort here at Walt Disney World. This resort is on Disney property, located between EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. It is not, however, owned by Disney. This is a Marriott property. So if you have Marriott points, you can use them here for a Disney vacation. They do offer water taxi service or boats that will take you to the front of Hollywood Studios or the back gate, the international gateway for EPCOT. And then they also have buses, which I'll show you as soon as this intro is over, to go to the other parks in Disney Springs. This place is massive. So you have 6 restaurants here, I do believe, and that doesn't count the ones over at the Swan. You have a lap pool, you have the Grotto Pool that's shared with the Swan. This place is massive. Let's get in and take a look at it. That is the main entrance to the lobby just down there. Your bus service, if you were to come to the side of the lobby here, and there's also a door out right here from fuel, which I will show you in a moment when we get in there. But you continue down this path, and that's where you will find the buses to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Disney Springs, and all those other places that the boat does not take you. So let's get in and start checking out this resort. As you come in, you are met with this huge foyer with the palm trees before you get into the lobby. Just past the foyer going into the lobby, you have registration and check-in to your left. You have one of the entrances to Fuel, which is their quick service restaurant here to the right. We'll get to it when we kind of come around the lobby. We're going to start going over here to the left. But as we walk into the center, this beautiful chandelier hangs from the center with all those crystal balls. Right now, the sun is pretty low. It's early in the morning, so it's not shining in through all those. But as the sun moves along, those start lighting up, and it's absolutely beautiful. As you pass check-in, you also have concierge down here. We continue around the lobby. Off to the left here, if you are here for a conference, that was where you will find the entrance to the conference center and ballrooms. And as we keep going around, since this is not a Disney resort, they do have a section here where Disney employees will be for your planning center. In here you also have car rentals, and then this is where you can get your tickets. This lobby has an absolute ton of seating. And then on this side of the lobby, inside the circle here, you have Finn's, which is their lobby bar. It is not open right now. I do believe it opens at 3 or 4. I'd have to check on that. I think that's what I read. My memory sometimes fails me, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 or 4. As we continue around towards the back of the lobby, or the opposite side of where we entered, over there, this is where you find one of the first table service restaurants, and it is Bourbon Steak. I want to say when we did this review last year, it was under refurbishment. Don't quote me on that though. Here's a look at the check-in for Bourbon Steak. It is way down at the end of the hallway, and it is only open for dinner, but there's kind of a view of the inside. And they do have a couple of Disney photo ops here in the big hat. Now the escalators that go down here take you to the lower level, and we will get down there as soon as we finish checking out up here. There's more restaurants and items down there. But let's continue on here going to the left, and this is where you'll find your Disney gift and sundries. So we will head down this little hallway here to check that out. At the back of this hallway, you will find 2 different gift shops. You have your Disney gift shop here, and then your resort essential gift shop here. The Disney gift shop has like a variety of things that you might find inside the parks: t-shirts, stuffies, blankets, kind of whatever the newest items are at the park. And then you have ears, of course, and some Disney candy. The resort gift shop on this side is more of your traditional, what you would find in any kind of standard resort that's not Disney. You have Swan, Dolphin polos, you have sunglasses in the back, different kinds of Advil, Tylenols, things, sunscreen. So anything you would need for your travels not Disney related will be in here. Just outside Resort Essentials is another door that would take you out to the buses. That is the walkway that goes to the buses right there. And it is just outside of the west elevators. As we come back into the lobby, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is light starting to reflect off of the crystals in the chandelier there. But one of the last things we reach here is Fuel, the quick service restaurant. When you come into the left, they do have a lot of grab and go kind of items. You have a bulk candy section there. You have chips and snacks. When you get around, you have some more grab and go items like drinks and salads. They also have bottles of wines and sandwiches in here. You do have a Coke Freestyle machine. You just need to pick up a drink from the counter. Huge wine selection, I feel like, for a resort. But then up here is where you can get hot items. And in the evenings, they offer whole pizzas. There is also the Octane section here, which gives you your typical kind of frappes and iced coffees. And then of course, a ton more options for grab and go. One thing that is near and dear to my heart is they have a froyo section. So you can get here, fill up, get all your toppings, and then self-check out here. So depending on when we get done with this, froyo might be in our future. It's $8 for a regular, $14 for a large. And then that is the entrance that we saw when we first came in. I told you guys that I would show you that other door, and here it is. This is the door that will take you out of Fuel and down to the buses, and that is the walkway that does that. So there's 3 different doors you can get out here. We've made it out back into the lobby. One thing I did forget to show you guys in this back section is the spa. I mean, how did I forget the spa? So it's across from Bourbon Steak Restaurant in the back here where the escalators go down. So you have Bourbon Steak on that side, and then the hallway over to this side is where you will find the spa, and we'll head down there to check it out. Down this hallway, I'm gonna pronounce it Mandara Spa. You can phonetically correct me in the comments if that is not it, but I think that would be it, Mandara Spa. And it is way down here. They offer all kind of services, massages, they have nail and pedicure options in there. And if you're interested, here is a QR code that will give you a list of their services. Hopefully it can focus on the screen there so you can scan that if you'd like. That finishes up on the lobby level. Most of your amenities now are going to be on the lower level or the background level where the water taxis are. There's 3 more restaurants down there, actually 4 counting the one at the pool. We have both pools back there, the arcade, the fitness center, tons of stuff we're about to do. So we're going to go down these escalators and keep going. Coming down the escalators, you can see out to the huge fountain that is at the back of the Dolphin and through the windows to the Swan. As we come down to your left is Bluezoo, another one of the table service restaurants here. I want to say they might do breakfast and dinner, but I know they do dinner from 4 to 11. Just not sure about the breakfast. Now, on the other side here, this is where it's at for me, the fountain. So this is like an old-fashioned soda shop, and you can get stuff to go here, or you can get a seat, and they have pastries, they have beers and wines, and a lot of different ice cream floats. So, but what is amazing about this place is the fountain frenzy. Let me see if I can zoom in on this for you. Oh, there it is, the fountain frenzy. It is 14 scoops of ice cream. You can just select up to 7 different flavors, 2 sauces of your choice, 3 toppings, whipped cream, cherries served in a souvenir bucket. If you are familiar with the kitchen sink at the beach club, this is larger. Now it is $55, so it's also what, maybe $15 more, but this is massive. I have not eaten that yet. I want to, but I have to come up with a really good reason to spend $55 on ice cream. My birthday's July 4th. It's coming up, and it's America's 250, so I feel like I should get a special birthday for this. You know, because it's all about me anyway. And maybe I'll do it then. And if I do it, trust me, there'll be a video on it about how large it is, how happy I am that I got it, and how sick I am afterwards for eating too much ice cream. So stay tuned in July, maybe that happens. Continuing down the hall, you have Rosa Mexicano that is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I do believe breakfast is first come, first serve, and so is lunch, but I think I said you needed reservations for dinner. Here is a QR code to scan for their full menu and a QR code to make reservations if you're interested in coming over to Rosa Mexicano. Just down the hallway from Rosa Mexicana is where you will find the fitness center, exit to the pools, and arcade. Come down here, make a left kind of around the corner, and we'll get to all those amenities. First thing we come to is the Laguna Arcade. Now this is a very large arcade with still a like a prize booth where you can turn in tickets, and it has something that most do not have, a miniature bowling alley. Here is that miniature bowling alley with the big screen TVs above it. And look at the little miniature bowling balls. You can set it up here and play. As you come into the second room of the arcade, this is where you have your prize counter with everything you can get. The Disney resorts actually do not have those. They used to. I remember seeing them at the All-Stars, but no longer. Past the arcade, you will find a guest laundry over here to the right, where you can get some laundry done if you need to. Just down from the guest laundry, before you exit out to the pool area, is the fitness center. There's some people working out in there, so I didn't want to film, but it is your standard resort fitness center. A lot of stationary bikes, a lot of treadmills, a couple weight machines, but your pretty typical stuff. Now it's time to head out to the pools. The Grotto and beach pool areas are shared between the Swan and Dolphin. So I'm going to review them once and then you'll see them in both of these tours, the exact same setup. So if it seems like kind of out of place where I started from the Swan or vice versa, started from the Dolphin, it's because I just did it once and put it in both. As we come out here, we head to the lap pool of the Dolphin Resort. Florida has started to be Florida and it started to rain just a little bit, but we're gonna get this done. I saw this "Do not feed the wildlife" sign. I thought it was hilarious, not because of this here, but because of this here. They have a little sign down here for the ducks themselves. Quack, 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 quack. Do not swim in the pool. This means you. I thought that was hilarious. So the seats around the grotto and the lap pools here have these QR codes and numbers on them. Let's see if I can stop it in the wind here. And if you scan that, you can mobile order right from your chair and they will bring it to you. They also have some resort kind of activities over here: basketball, ping pong, pool table. And then as we get over to this side of the Dolphin lap pool, you have Cabana Bar and Grill. So it is the bar and beach club. They do have a full menu here and a full bar. You can sit here and eat, or you can, like I said, they'll bring it to your table. I do not see one of their full menus out, but you could see it on that QR code I gave you, or you can see it on that full QR code that we showed just a moment ago. This starts the shared pools, in my opinion. I think the next pool we're going to, the Springs, is technically a Dolphin pool, but it is right at the edge of the grotto. So in my opinion, it is a shared environment. And this is where we'll start our tour of the shared grotto pools. There is the Springs pool, and we'll get a little bit better look at it as we go over there. But here is a kiddie pool with a 0 entry. I don't know that I've seen too many kiddie pools with a 0 entry on it. But to the left here is your, what they call the Springs pool. And it empties into the official grotto pool, which is on the other side of this bridge here. That starts the long winding grotto pool where the water slide is and the waterfall. And we're gonna move into that area now. On your way into the main sitting area of the Grotto Pool, you have a towel pickup and a kind of beach shop here with flip-flops, floaties, and sunscreen. And that pulls us into the main sitting area of the Grotto. Here's a good look at this main section of the Grotto Pool. It goes off to the right here, which is the part we started at and saw, and then heads off to the left equally as far. We're gonna go behind the waterfall here in a second, and that is where the water slide comes out. Right now we're gonna cross over this bridge to show you one of the hot tubs and how you get to the water slide. We are on the back side of the Springs Pool in the beginning of the Grotto. That is the bridge we just came over. That is the side of the waterfall. This is the stairs up to the slide. And then right here is where you find your first hot tub slash spa. So we come around here, that is the exit of the slide as you saw from the opposite side. And now we're gonna head back here to look behind the waterfall into actual Grotto. Here is behind that waterfall. So there is seating back here. It's in the shade. However, it does get wet. That is a lot of mist coming off that waterfall. And as you can see, there is a small swimming section behind the waterfall. So this is an amazing little spot to hang out and swim. Moving along from the other side of the waterfall in the main section of the Grotto Pool, we have another hot tub slash spa over here. And then the last section of the Grotto Pool over here with another bridge. So they kind of mirror each other. The Grotto Pool does have some cabanas. I'm not sure how you reserve them. I'm guessing you could do it online and probably be recommended to do in advance. Also, as part of your shared amenities with the Swan and Dolphin is this lovely beach that looks out to this lake, and it has pedal boats that are shaped like swans, and then this large outdoor playground here. Now, I will let you know there is no canopy over this playground, and it's made of metal, so it probably will get warm in the afternoon. That might be a good early morning, late evening things. And then they do have fire pits along here and hammocks. Sometimes this will close for private events, so you might want to also check that out. You know, I always say things like, oh, we've made it over to here, but I forget for you guys, it's like an instant because I paused it and I picked back up. For me, it was a walk. It was a conversation with a cast member. But anyway, so we have made it to just outside the back of the escalators that came down from the lobby with the huge fountain beside me. And I want to bring you back here to show you where the water taxi, AKA boat, picked you up. If you go out the back of the lobby and down the escalators, straight ahead will be the doors to come out behind this fountain. And it is a very large, beautiful fountain. But this is the bridge or walkway that connects the Swan and Dolphin. And your water taxi service is also shared between the Swan and Dolphin, and it is right here. So they stop on their way from EPCOT to Hollywood Studios, which Hollywood Studios is under that bridge. EPCOT takes you out to under that bridge, and then they'll stop again coming back from Hollywood Studios to EPCOT. So you just want to check with your driver to which way he's heading so you have a quicker route because he will be coming back by again. Also, if you go to the end of the walkway here and then you see those bridges, you can walk to the boardwalk. From the boardwalk, you can take a walking path down to Hollywood Studios. It's really not that bad of a walk. And then to the left, you can take a walking path to EPCOT's back gate, the International Gateway. So either way is not a horrible walk. You're kind of in the middle here. So if you're up for it, check it out. Thank you so much for joining me today at the Dolphin Resort here, one of the Marriott properties on Disney property. If you want to come to Disney, have an amazing resort, be in the middle of everything, and yet not feel overwhelmed with Disney decor and Disney World when you're at your hotel and want to relax, this is a great option. It's definitely bigger and has more options inside of it than the Swan, but they're so close together that basically all their amenities are shared. It is a quick walk back and forth to either. So could not recommend the Dolphin enough. Can't wait to stay here and check out some of their restaurants. Again, thank you for joining me. If you like what we're doing, please consider liking this video and subscribing. And remember to treat each other with kindness. Have a great day.